Despite its expansion, Japan was running low on vital resources, a situation made worse by a trade embargo imposed by the US. The Japanese planned to retaliate by expanding into the Philippines, which was then occupied by the US military. President Roosevelt responded by stationing a majority of the Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. At that point, the Japanese forces realized that they needed to strike a major blow if they wanted to weaken America's war effort. Japan spent several months plotting to attack Pearl Harbor, laboring under the belief that a successful strike against an American target would buy Japan enough time to replace its lagging resources and ultimately win the war. The attack came as a complete surprise to the US, resulting in massive damage to the Pacific Fleet and about 3,000 casualties. Oddly enough, the very first casualties of the attack weren't American, but Japanese. A few hours before the surprise attack, Navy patrols caught wind of suspicious activity, and the USS Ward sank a Japanese submarine. After the attacks, Japan formally ended negotiations with the US and then proceeded to overrun the Philippines. At the close of 1941, Japan dominated the Pacific theater for about 3 months. What the Japanese didn't count on was that Pearl Harbor would inspire the US to put more muscle into its war effort and eventually turn the tide in the Pacific.